Hey everyone, welcome to the Alpha Truth. I'm the Truth Alpha, and today we're talking about dark matter. Dark matter, it's 80% of the universe's mass. 20% is what we can see. Stars, galaxies, me and you. Now, if it's not exactly 80%, leave it in the comments below because this is mainstream facts of what science currently knows. But I do believe it is 80%. So that means out in space, it's not just nothingness. It's actually a lot of something. It's actually the majority of what our universe is. So getting into it here, and I will just say real quick before I do get into it, after you finish watching this video, you're gonna know information that even scientists today are not aware of or not willing to accept. Let's get into it. So, all is one, and that one is God. This implies that each atom, anywhere, is the equivalent of any living object or person, and that each atom is alive. Each individual atom is alive. Further, everything is seeking self-awareness to try to be the unique holder of the God Force. Now, this pushes all matter to act in unique ways in its attempt to be the unique manifestation of God. As all atoms are alive, they are no exception to this rule of trying to grasp the concept of God. So, getting into what so-called dark matter is, the uncountable atoms that are in space all have stamps on them that direct them to be drawn towards creating certain objects. These objects may have physicality, or they may be drawn towards creating astral forms. The atoms destined to help create physical objects are the atoms with which we are familiar with: oxygen, hydrogen, etc. The atoms destined to animate astral life have a different form and construct that man has not yet been able to quantify because man has not yet really studied the astral worlds, which cannot be done using scientific instruments, but must be done by using your mind. Understanding these astral atoms also requires a certain spiritual awareness, and science is not yet prepared to admit that life outside of physicality, and certainly not anything connected to God in their understanding of creation, exists. So, in a nutshell, dark matter is quite simply the astral forms of atoms floating in the cosmos, waiting to be drawn towards the construction of astral forms or entities. Science has become aware of something in space that contains a lot of energy, as all atoms contain the totality of the God Force, which is an immense power, but have not yet made the quantum leap of identifying just what this force is. This will be revealed to man in the degree that he is able to blend science and spiritual awareness. There you have it. Basically what it is that all that so-called nothingness, the void of darkness that we see in space, is simply atoms on a slightly different frequency, which we call astral atoms, or in the astral world, but they're so close to our world that we can still sense their presence, their gravitational force, their weight, something about them, because they're so close, but they're not the same as us in the same frequency, so we can't actually see them or interact with them in the way we do with our world, with physical objects. That's what it is. If any scientist is listening to me right now, do what you want with that information, but that's it. But what does it mean here? It means that we as humans need to open our minds to exploring dimensions and worlds and other things outside of this world and this dimension. We need to use our minds more and see other possibilities, because right now current mainstream science is so stuck in a box to where they say if they can't see it, they don't believe it. You know, you've heard that a lot. But we need to open our minds and maybe we might learn something. A lot of people will just call stuff like this nonsense, but it's absolutely not. That is what dark matter is in a nutshell. Now, I just wanted to make this video short and sweet about dark matter. But to see the next video on black holes, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on that, because that's the next video, black holes. That's gonna be something that most people aren't even gonna imagine what it is. And I have the answer to what black holes are. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on this video. Thank you guys for tuning in to this small and growing channel. You guys are awesome. See ya.